Hi everyone, I'm here to do the library haul that I promised in my last video. I went to the library because I had holds and because I was just browsing around. I have a stack of books that I'm hoping to get to in January and at the beginning of February. Thanks to renewals probably, because these are too many books for me to get to in 21 days. I'll go in order of how tall the books are because that's the way I have them organized behind me. The shortest book is Gabi, A Girl in Pieces by Isabel Quintero. This is a recommendation from Karen, and I'll link Karen's channel too. It was her favorite book of 2016 that she read. She also compared it to The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian, which I loved. The way that it's set up, it looks like diary entries, and it probably has the same conversational tone that The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian has. Like I've been mentioning, I don't read as many Latinx authors and stories, and this is me fixing that. It says on the back here that this is a fresh, authentic, and honest exploration of contemporary Latina identity, so I'm excited to see what I think of it. The next book on here, the second shortest one, is French Milk by Lucy Knisley. I'm kind of making my way through Lucy Knisley's work. I think I've read 3 so far: An Age of License, Relish, and Displacement. So this is her first, actually, this is her debut. This one doesn't have the color that her other work usually has, and it's not as well received as her other stuff, but I kind of wanted to see her evolution and how she started. This one focuses on when Lucy and her mom went to Paris, so I'm interested to keep seeing the mother-daughter relationship that Lucy Knisley explores the way that she explored it in Relish. The next shortest book by height is The Story of a New Name by Elena Ferrante. This is the second book in the Neapolitan novels. I just finished the first one in December, and I'm just really excited to continue on with the story. I didn't know if I was going to pick it up right away, but then I kind of just decided, yeah, to go do that. Just because I really want to know what happened to Lila and Lenu after the end of book 1. This one seems a little bit lengthier than the other ones, but I know that I'll like fly through it as well just because of the way that I flew through the first book. The next book was one that I started on an audiobook, and then I saw it on the library shelves and decided I'm gonna pick it up physical form as well, just to have 2 options, and that is The Nordic Theory of Everything by Partanen. I've heard of it before, but it was a recommendation from Petra, and I'll leave Petra's channel down below. Hopefully Petra starts making videos again. She reads a lot of nonfiction, and she thought that this was a great exploration of the different systems between the Nordic region and the American system, of how we do healthcare and childcare and giving birth and schooling for children. I'm interested to see what I think of this. I think my one thing was me saying, is it going to be like totally just trashing the American system, or is it going to actually give me serious arguments where I could see how one system is better than the other and how, you know, the Nordic system might not be perfect. So we'll see if there's any kind of nuance in this. I'm about 100 pages into it, and so far there's not that much nuance, but she does point out a lot of interesting facts and stats that I'd never really thought of before, and I don't really know how people in the Nordic region really do things, so I'll see if I believe her argument by the time that I'm done. The next 2 I have on here are at the beginning of a series, and that is Alex and Ada. So I have volume 1 and volume 2. This one I was interested in because it focuses on artificial intelligence, and I think that's pretty cool. It looks very like it was made on a computer more than it looks like it was watercolored or something, so I thought that was a different kind of art style that I'm not necessarily used to when it comes to reading graphic novels. It does seem like there's a romance in here, so we'll see what I think of that romance if that is the case. And last but not least was one that I stumbled upon, so that was one of my goals for this new year, me to just go to the library and stumble upon things. All the ones that I've mentioned so far I kind of have heard of, and it wasn't like a totally blind thing that I just saw on the shelves and decided to pick up, but this one was, and that is No Crystal Star. This is supposed to focus on the life and work of Louis Micheux. I need to figure out how you say his name, and I'll know it by the time that I talk about this book. And he was a Harlem bookseller. If you read the inside, it says, a white banker advised him to sell fried chicken, not books, because, quote, Negroes don't read. Louis took 5 books and $100 and built a bookstore. It soon became the intellectual center of Harlem, a refuge for everyone from Muhammad Ali to Malcolm X. I thought that the story would be really interesting. It's also gotten the Coretta Scott King Award. It was in the graphic memoirs and novels area, but I don't know what it really is. It's just text, pictures, writings. It's classified as YA fiction. This is not fiction. According to Wikipedia, he was a Harlem bookseller and civil rights activist, and he passed away in 1976 and was born in 1895. I'll have to see if this is like trying to do a fictionalized version of his life, so I'll let you guys know. That is it for my library haul. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you're having a great reading month, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.